All right, y'all, the first look just dropped for Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 7, and it seems like there's going to be a lot of drama tonight. We see Amaya and Ace here, and Amaya's like, she just went from being on Cloud 9 to now questioning. So I wonder what's going on there. I mean, maybe Ace said something about wanting to get to know Shelly still. I assume that has to be what it is, because it doesn't seem like Ace hasn't expressed interest in anyone else except for Amaya and Shelly. And then we can see like the fire's still going. So that's the same night. They're wearing the same outfit still. So that is after the recoupling. Then we see a conversation between Nick and Charlie where Charlie pretty much said, "What you did today was crazy." And I'm thinking this is probably still after the recoupling. And if Nick's not smiling, he's looking stuck on stupid every time. Either he's smiling or he's looking dumb. And that's because he knows he's always wrong. Like, he knows when he's wrong, when he does wrong, when he says the wrong thing. Here, we don't know who Austin is talking to, but he says it didn't go down the way he expected it to go down, which I'm assuming he means Ace choosing Amaya. Like, I'm pretty sure he probably thought he'd end up with Amaya. And remember what I said yesterday, guys. Remember how I said they might change it this season? I wasn't too sure about whether or not the bombshells would be choosing first. As we saw, this was different. They usually allow the bombshells to choose first, but I guess they wanted to make it a little bit more spicy for us. So it could have been, he could have thought that Amaya would have been able to choose him before the guys would have been able to choose anyone else. Or he could have just thought Ace would have chosen Shelly just right off the bat. I just wonder who he's talking to right here. Then we got the Doublemint twins here, Ace and Taylor talking. Taylor says, if it's not there, it's not there. And then Ace is like, well, you're gonna lose her. So obviously they're talking about Olandria, and obviously they're talking about I guess it may not be there for Taylor, which would speak to what we've been seeing all over TikTok, which is Taylor's, I don't know, girlfriend, situationship, whatever she is, saying that he went on the show to further his modeling career, but he was coming back home to her. I know I had said this, I think yesterday or the other day, that maybe that lack of intimacy between him and Olandria is rooted in the fact that he has a girl at home that he's going back to. I don't know, guys. That's just speculation. I don't know if that's true or anything like that, but if it's true, it makes sense. Then we see Sierra and Shelly talking about this Nick situation, regarding the fact that Nick was making out with Beldasha in Soul Ties before he went and made out with her or whatever they did in the photo booth. So Sierra is saying, like, did you not think I would ever find this out? And she's referring to that situation because it's not anything between her and Shelly. Then Sierra says she cannot continue on if that's how you're going to move, referring to Nick. We'll see. I feel like girls always say that on Love Island, and then the guys are always able to fix a situation. But we shall see. Like I said yesterday, if they bring in a bombshell that is intended for Sierra or might be her type or whatever the case may be, then that's a different story. But if they're not bringing in another bombshell just yet, I'm pretty sure Nick will be able to talk himself out of this. But we'll see. I don't know, because sometimes Nick isn't so smooth. So we'll see. And she's going to confront him about it. Here we see Huda and Jeremiah just like boo loving, feeling on each other. And we see Ace talking to Olandria and Taylor, like kind of from a distance, like watching them. And Taylor and Olandria are like, it seems genuine. And Ace is like, no, it doesn't. Which, okay, so this is like the situation with Ace, Jeremiah, and Huda. I've spoken on this before. Ace wants to get in between Jeremiah and Huda. But I think Ace also sees that Jeremiah is playing a game. So there's kind of like two sides to this, because yes, I think Ace still does want to, I don't know what he wants with Huda, or he just wants to torment Jeremiah. But I think Ace sees straight through Jeremiah as well. So I don't know if it's necessarily for his own personal gain, I don't know if Ace is doing it for his own personal gain, or if he's just really skeptical of Jeremiah. But as we've seen, so Ace didn't see this, but we saw that he already mentioned the cash prize a couple episodes ago. So he is thinking about the end, and he is thinking about the cash prize. And in my opinion, he is not for real with her. Like, I don't I never did think that they were real. I think it's real for Huda 100%, but for him, not so much. Right in that moment, I think Huda gets a text message and she gets to go on a date with Jeremiah. So then we see the girls like hyping her up and whatnot. Then we also see Ace sitting, well, it looks like he's sitting alone. I'm pretty sure he is sitting alone. Looks like him sitting alone, and he's like, did that just happen right now? So I don't really know if he's talking about them getting a text message to go on a date. Like, is he in disbelief that they get to go on a date? I don't think that would really make sense. So I'm not too sure what he's talking about, but I do have a feeling it has to do with Jeremiah and Huda. Cut to Ace and Shelly having a chat over here, and then we also see Austin talking to Charlie, and Austin is like visibly bothered, and he says he's tired of being in a triangle. All we hear right here from Shelly is essentially saying that Ace is still a mystery to her, which of course he is, because y'all don't ever talk. He does not ever, like, he rarely pulls her for chats. We rarely see them talking. So of course he's still a mystery. And I'm so confused about Ace and Shelly. I don't understand. I don't think he likes her. I think he's attracted to her. I don't know if he's that interested in her, because if he was actually genuinely interested in her, he would be getting to know her. But I know I've seen some people saying like maybe he's just nervous, but I don't think so. Like, I don't get that from him, because why isn't he nervous with anybody else? Like, I don't think Shelly has like an effect on him that makes him that nervous. You know what I mean? So I kind of don't believe that point of view. I more so ascribe to the thought that he doesn't actually like her for real, and she is his safe option. Whew, and here goes the real messiness. So, of course, Sierra confronts Nick about him kissing Beldasha in Soul Ties. She says, were you ever going to tell me about your kiss in Soul Ties? And his face just stuck on stupid once again. So who knows what he's gonna say, but he looks like he don't know what to say. Finally, we see Amaya talking to Ace, and she's essentially like, what is that about? And he's quiet, like we don't see his response or anything. And she's visibly upset, obviously. She looks like she's about to cry. So I'm thinking it has something to do with Ace, Shelly, and Amaya, because we have these two love triangles going on, but it's almost like a false love triangle, because like I just said, I don't think Ace is that interested in Shelly for real. I'm not convinced. And maybe it's the editing, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a kind of same thing like we had last year with Cordell and Serena, which I was not convinced that they liked each other for real, or that she liked him until Casa Amor. I was not convinced. So it could be another situation like that where we're just not seeing Ace and Shelly's relationship developing, but I don't think it is, because what we see from Shelly, like she said, he's still a mystery to her. So, but something's going on to upset her, which I think is also kind of crazy, because girlfriend, you just got here 5 minutes ago. Like, you just got here. Why are you having expectations of him when you barely met him yesterday?